Ready.
We are live.
We're live. Live, except for when we're watching this.
Live from Microtel Room 317.
That's right. Microtel.
Alright, man. Anything good happened last night, John?
We saw the Black Crows last night. Black Crows. You got a story?
I got a Black Crow story, man. Alright, so check this out. You think I'm talking loud enough for them to hear me?
Yes.
Alright, good.
Don't look at the camera. What's the story?
Alright, so last night, remember when we went to go get beer?
You and I.
You and I. Yeah, we
Y'all
went to go get beer.
get some beer after I went to bed last night?
No. This is the beginning of the show. The show hadn't started yet. So, you'd already gotten your wristband. I hadn't gotten my wristband yet. So we go to get beer, and you offered to go get Laura a beer. So you were getting Laura's beer. I'm getting my beer. Cool. And you'd already gotten your wristband. So when we see the line for the wristband, you're like, oh man, you stay in line for the wristband. I gotta go head to head. So you're gone. We're separated. We're going our own separate ways. So you got your story. I got my story. My story is I'm waiting in line to get a wristband. And, folks in line, we're just kind of striking up conversation, talking about, oh, when does it start? Is it 7? Is it 8? Is the opening act 7? Is the opening act 8? When do the Black Crows come on? And I'm like, but we're just like having a conversation with folks in line. It's cool. So we get the wristband, go get in line for the beer. Anyway, the guy in front of me, he's in line for beer. The guys behind me are the people that I was in line to get a wristband with. Yeah. So, everything's fun, everybody's having a good conversation. And the guys behind me, they go, oh, hey, man, to the guy in front of me, oh, man, you don't have a wristband. You got to go to a wristband. So they're helping him out, because we're waiting in line.
Right.
They're like trying to keep him from waiting in line.
Right.
To get to the front and say, oh, you got to go get a wristband. So he goes out of the line, into the line for the wristband. Anyway, at this point, wristband line isn't too long. The guy gets his wristband, he starts coming back. I look, I see him coming, and he's heading towards the back of the beer line.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking, been there, done that, sucks. So I talked to the guys behind me that we were, talking in line. I said, hey man, he already waited in line. How about him getting back in front? And he's like, oh yeah. So they get in front. So they let him in front. We all agree. And so the guy behind me, he's with his girl, and he goes, man, you are a gentleman and a scholar. For letting the guy back for letting the guy back in front after, and I was like, well, I saw an opportunity. And he goes, oh man, you got that right. Let me buy you the beer tonight. Let me buy you a beer. Whoa. Bought me a beer. Pulls out a 50.
Wow.
50. Right there. And he's like, yeah, this is for all three of us here. Buys me a beer. It's like, oh, I'll let you. Thanks.
I saw a naked woman dancing with a potato chip bag over by the stairs. That's what had my attention. Y'all didn't see that?
Didn't see no naked woman dancing with a potato chip.
She was dancing with a potato chip bag, man.
She put her face in the sink with a bunch of whipped cream in it.
I think it might even have been that belly dancer. That belly dancer that was at the restaurant?
Yeah.
I think that might have been her.
I'll bet it was.
Live from 317.